Bang! There it was, going down the road. All of a sudden, I lunge forward, grab the left foot in the clutch, the right two pedals into the brake. As the right rear tire's rolling off in the ditch, now I'm on three wheels wondering where this is all gonna end. Thankfully, I'm here today to say I survived.
Welcome back to HiTech Farmer. My name is Matthias, and today we're gonna start fixing on our Farmall 560 tractor that the back wheel fell off on this fall. If you didn't see the previous videos about the 560, basically what happened is Dad was bringing this tractor and auger to one of our offsite bins, and this bracket right here that holds the wheel and the rim to the axle broke, and the wheel fell completely off, slamming the tractor into the tar road and leading it into the ditch. Thankfully, no one was hurt. We got the tractor back here in the shop, but we broke a ton of things on the 2-point, so we have a pallet of items that we got to get fixed and put back on for this tractor to be ready to use for next season. Here's all the pieces we had to take off the tractor, get it out of the ditch. The biggest problem was this hydraulic cylinder. It was wedged up against the road, so we had to take that off, and this massive bracket that holds the hydraulic cylinder to the tractor was broken, so we have that welded up now. And to figure out where all the pieces and parts of this tractor belong, since it's been 2 months since we limped this thing back into the shop, I figured the easiest thing to do is just like any other YouTube farmer, if I just snap my fingers, hopefully all the pieces will just jump back onto the tractor and we can move on to the next job. So let's give that a try. Yeah, that ain't gonna work quite like I thought. Since the old finger snap trick ain't gonna work, I'm gonna just start piece by piece, figuring out where things go, and hopefully we have this tractor back up and running before the day's over. First bracket I gotta put on is this one right here. Careful. First bracket I gotta put on is this one right here, and I'm noticing as I tried lifting it up there and putting it on that there's still a broken bolt on the frame here of the tractor. So I'm gonna try to remove the broken bolt inside the frame. That way we can slip a new bolt in there and get this bracket on, start hanging the 2-point. Now that I got the bolt drilled out, I put my tap in there, grab the crescent wrench, and give it one little turn. As long as the bolt starts turning its way out, you know you did it right. Slowly but surely, we're getting that broken bolt out of there. There you go. That's the little bolt that was broken inside. Now we just got to find another one so we can get that bracket on there.
We got to strap this one in, get it started, and then that's got to feed in here and the other side.
Yeah, I'm just going to get these started.
No, you can't do that.
Pretty sure.
No, you can't. This has to go inside there.
Okay.
So let's get one side started.
Okay. Got it. Got the main bracket on this side, all bolted on. And rather than getting everything else attached, we figured we'll get this bracket on, make sure everything looks good before we start putting on the clutch for the PTO and some of the other finer details. There ain't no room in here. Too much good eating.
Bean burritos. Literally.
I don't know if this bracket's gonna work because it didn't look like it got welded the same way that it matched around here.
Where?
The bracket right here, this piece wasn't matching when I had it on. It looks like he beefed this up too much. Hold it up here and we'll see.
We have to stick on there first.
Oh yeah. Oh, then this must hook up out here or what?
Still not over it. Still not over it.
As you can tell, watching us struggle, this side didn't go on as easy as the other did. Reason being, this is the side with that big broken piece that we had welded, and machine shop, they welded on an additional outer bracing that's hitting part of the frame, so the bolt holes aren't lining up. So we're gonna see if we can find another piece like that in the salvage yard. Call around today, find one. Otherwise, we'll have to make other arrangements for the piece we do have. While we wait for some calls back on those parts, figure we'll slap the weights back on the wheel that fell off, since we had to take those off to wedge the wheel back on. So we'll see if we can get the weights on in the meantime. Do the bolts go in or the? Yeah. Ready?
That's where you grab. That's 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Here comes weight bracket number 2. Woo. Just about got a good luck charm. It's a new day now. I ended up calling 3 different salvage yards trying to find that piece we need to fit around the axle. 2 of them couldn't locate a piece. One of the salvage yards is clear over 6 hours away in Wisconsin and was looking for $300 for that piece. Well, the time investment of driving over there, getting that piece, bringing it back. I just ran our piece to a machine shop, ground off some of that weld we had stuck on there, and today we're gonna see if we can get everything put together.
Don't do too much.
Ready?
Get my hand in there.
I can't see. It's in, right?
I think so. Is it locked in? Oh, you had it.
No,
leave it in. That's where it goes. Right there. Leave it there.
And now we're starting to realize some of the mistakes we made when we put it together. This bracket we needed to put on after. This one right here that isn't attached. So now we're gonna take this off. Now it's time for the trickiest part. See if we can get the hydraulic cylinder set back in here and hook back up. Oh, are we going out? Oh yeah. Oh, no. Last 2 pieces to go on. No idea where they go. Got everything on the tractor, having some problems getting the PTO switching between on and off. So ironically, flipped onto YouTube, looking at some of my previous HiTech farmer videos to see what things look like on this side of the tractor prior to the rollover. Here it comes.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the auger now. To do that,
We get this on, start the tractor. PTO's on. Now I should be able to take this crank, push it down, and the PTO is still on. Not working like I thought. We're still trying to get the PTO going, and look who showed up. Mom brought us some cookies for a nice afternoon snack. We're working on the tractor in the shop. We're gonna try to pull the plug, see if it's a little bit low on oil there in the PTO. I think that might be part of the reason why it's not engaging. But I'm gonna enjoy this cookie before we get back to it. Well, there was still a fair amount of oil inside the gear case of the PTO here. So now I'm gonna pop these 4 bolts off, take the PTO off, run that into town, have them look into what might be going wrong inside the PTO. The impact gun didn't have enough torque to take those bolts off, so now we gotta use some strength. There was a lot more oil in there than we expected, and it overfilled our canister. As you saw, oil all over the floor, beyond my cardboards. But now we got our 5-gallon pail. We're ready to hopefully take off the PTO and not make a huge mess of the oil. Why don't we drain it all out right here?
There's more?
There's a drain. Let's just drain it out.
I thought it was.
Grab that small crescent wrench.
Oh, that's a square one.
Yeah, it ain't going.
It's not?
No.
Oh, that ain't gonna work on a square.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Need to exit drive.
Should I just take the bolts out or what?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, screw it. Wow.
Where's the light?
This is kind of one of those worst case scenario situations. We thought there was only a quart or 2 of oil that was going to come out. That's what we were told. Found online, and I'd say 1 5-gallon pail, 2 5-gallon pails, another 5-gallon pail on the ground. We had 15 gallons coming out at us in a hurry. Well, it's unfortunate that it happened, but we got oil all over the shop floor. There's nothing we can do now other than clean it up, so that's what we're gonna do. I got most of the oil cleaned up here on the floor. There's just a little bit which will dry with the geothermal, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of oil dry on top. That way it won't stain the floor, but that's how farming goes. Who knew 2 broken bolts like this would lead to the problems of the 2-point break-in? Now the PTO's broken on that tractor. Heck, when our tractor was sitting in the ditch there for a couple days while we were finishing up harvest, we had a couple people say that they were interested in purchasing the tractor after the bolts were broken. It was just limp there on the side, but we thought it wouldn't be too bad to fix up, and honestly it wasn't that hard. We got $500 roughly in fixing up the couple brackets that were broken on the 2-point, as well as now trying to get this PTO fixed, bringing that into town, probably another $500. So we're gonna have $1,000 in our 560 that broke this fall in a tractor that's worth only $4,000. So looking back, probably would have been smarter to just sell the tractor and buy something else with the 2-point hitch. Truth be told, this tractor is worth more than just money to our family. Since my great-grandpa bought this tractor and has been in my family for over 4 generations, it also has part of a sentimental value, so that's another reason why we opted to fix it up. So hopefully we can get this thing back in full operation once we get that PTO fixed. And that's gonna be it for today's video of HiTech Farmer. Thanks so much everybody for watching. Throw me a thumbs up down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.